if the world were to go 100% vegetarian right now, the good effect of it will be seen within more or less 60 days. That is 8 weeks. And what kind of earth would we live in? To be Eden again. We will have sudden peace, and sudden realization of sameness between all nations, between all humans, and between humans and animals. The realization will dawn upon us.
Please watch on to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
今天的节目以英语和优乐语播出。优乐语又称越南话，字幕有阿拉伯文、优乐文、保加利亚文、中文、捷克文、英文、法文、德文、北印度文、匈牙利文、印尼文、意大利文、日文、韩文、马来文、蒙古文、波斯文、波兰文、葡萄牙文、旁遮普文、俄文、西班牙文和泰文。愉快地问候慈悲的观众，我是秀玉，来自繁荣的中国福建省。中国国土面积与全欧洲面积相近，拥有全球最多人口。中国幅员辽阔，境内有高山、高原、丘陵、盆地和沙漠，山川地貌非常多样化，广大无垠的领土和独一无二的地形，缔造丰富多元的文化、宗教和生活方式。中国被尊为4大文明古国之一，文化丰富，源远流长，有4000多年的历史。的确，中国是诸子百家学说、思想和宗教的重镇，是孔教和道教发源地。紫禁城位于首都北京的市中心，是中国明清两朝的皇宫。精雕细琢的紫禁城是中国传统建筑的极致代表。联合国教科文组织将紫禁城列为世界文化遗产。很荣幸能为您介绍辽阔而多元化的中国，祝您今天过得充实，洋溢宽厚与慈悲。青海无上师30多年来，以神圣教理照亮世界。这位完全开悟的名师，传授观音法门，帮助渴望的求道者即刻开悟，一世解脱。所有开悟名师都修观音法门，如佛陀、耶稣基督、先知穆罕默德，祝他平安，和咕噜那纳克。他强调，我们只要时时想念上帝， 为他人无私奉献，遵循宇宙律法，将达到人类最高果位，了悟来到地球的目的。青海无上师慈悲为怀，是非凡的在世典范，经常援助难民、街友、灾民和需要帮助的人，给予物资和经济援助，以爱心抚慰他们。2006年，他获颁故世和平奖，此奖等同东方的诺贝尔和平奖。他卓越的人道善行，多年来获颁无数奖项，博得世人无数赞誉。他戮力为动物发声，提倡和平爱心的植物饮食。他更许下宏愿，希望人类醒悟，众生皆神圣，缔造和平辉煌的纯素世界，动物和人类共存共荣。他以各种方式倡导纯素生活，例如广发传单，您也可以选择这样的生活，创设爱家国际连锁纯素餐厅、无上师电视台。他也经常呼吁政府和媒体领袖，并参加气候变迁视讯会议。无论世人是否警觉，其努力影响世人自具，唤醒人们选择善待动物的生活，并奉行慈悲之道，天下才能永久太平，救地球免于气候变迁。青海无上师多年来足迹遍布全球，从美国到非洲、欧洲到大洋洲，对大众和他的徒弟讲经开示数百场，阐释各种灵性主题。今天有幸为您播出其中一场睿智开示，师徒之间节目，纯素主义，遏止气候变迁，并缔造人间天堂。青海无上师开示节录5集之一，以英语和优乐语播出，优乐语又称越南话。
Master, if the world were to go 100% vegetarian right now,
Yes.
what kind of earth would we live in, and what effect would this have on the world economy? And also, how great would the changes be, and how long would it take to see the effects of these changes on our environment?
If the world were to go 100% vegetarian right now, the good effect of it will be seen within more or less 60 days. That is 8 weeks. Within 8 weeks, you will see immediate effect. Of course, you also see immediately, but it's almost immediately. But to see the whole big picture, you can realize it within 8 weeks. Yeah? 8 short weeks, yeah. And what kind of earth would we live in? It should be Eden again. We will have sudden peace, yeah, and sudden realization of sameness between all nations, between all humans, and between humans and animals. The realization will dawn upon us. There's no need explanation. People will suddenly understand that we are all equal, and we and all co-inhabitants, animals alike, are equal. And people will have respect even for trees and plants.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Master.
It is wonderful, and I really wish that we could have it right now. Things will be more lush, abundant. People will feel happier, even without reasons. They will not know why they feel happy. And food will be enough everywhere. River will run plentiful again. Disaster will cease. Heaven will smile on human. And good wishes will be fulfilled. That is a kind of Eden, yes. If we are to be vegetarian, all of the human on the planet, that will be the effect. Yeah, that's what we wish to have, hey?
Master, is the world doing enough? And are we as initiators doing enough to save the planet at this critical time?
Well, you have been doing fine. Most of the initiates are doing their best and sincerely. But the world, no. The world, they are doing something, they are trying, but they're not doing fast enough and they're not doing enough. And even something they're doing is often off track, you know. I'm sorry, I have to be blunt. Yeah, I've been too polite all these years. It don't work. Now, the thing is, most often the world is doing things that are second or third important in line. You know, like you have the throne, yeah? Number 1 in line, number 2 in line, number 3 in line. They are not running after the crown prince. They're running after the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, and the 11th, yeah? Now, the number 1 thing that is most important is non-violence. Non-violence to human and animals. Of course, that means vegetarian diet. That means completely abstain from all animal product. That is the thing that has been ignored up to now. Some people have spoken out, even some government officials and some organizations have spoken out about that, but too little. If we stop killing, you know, if we practice non-violence, non-violence to humans, non-violence to animals, if we stop all the killing, then all bad effects will stop almost instantly. There will be no end to happiness and freedom of any aspect, body and mind. If we stop the main cause of disaster, that is the killing. The main cause of disaster is the violence of the people, mostly from the people. We have to stop all this. We have to stop all the killing. I keep telling again and again and again. We have to live and let live. We have to respect and save lives. We have to respect all lives, including that of our so-called enemies even. Directly or indirectly, we have to stop the killing. We have to be all vegetarian and abstain from all animal products. And that's how the killing will stop. Everything else is secondary.
Hello, Master.
Hello.
Very nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
We have recently interviewed a musician lady who lives near the Stone Circle in South England.
Yes.
She told us she used to be vegetarian for many years,
Uh-huh.
and then she went back to eat meat. But on the very day she and her mom watched Supreme Master television, they went straight back to vegetarian diet again.
Yeah.
And she cries every time she watches the channel, she told us. And she said after going back to vegetarian, her conscience feels great and she feels pure, better and cleaner.
Okay, very good.
She also said the channel informs people of the important issues of our time.
That's
and
right.
The challenges we all face. And people are blind to it about how and why to be a vegetarian. And she thinks people should start watching Supreme Master TV because to her, this is how the television should be, and this is what TV should be used for.
Right. Yes, that's why we're doing it. Yeah. See, I also met some people who have been vegetarian before, and they went back to non-vegetarian diet, and after meeting me, talking to me, and I eat vegetarian, they became vegetarian again. Personally, also I'm working, I'm also a mini television. Mini remastered television, yeah. All of us can have some influence in some way, yeah. And that is cool. But it's just not fast enough for my patients. Anyway, we're doing what we can, and it's not just for other people, for us also, yeah, for our children, grandchildren, and our friends, family members, they all are important. It's a pity that the world is not doing together with us. If they are, then we have Eden on earth right away, within 8 weeks. Within 8 weeks, all disaster will stop. That's how heaven is created. What do you think? Oh, where do heaven come from? Heaven is a place where all beings act in the same way. I mean, not like uniformly, but in the same level of compassion, same level of love, and same level of spiritual knowledge, understanding, same level of nobility. That's what heaven is, yeah? And we can turn this world into heaven anytime. If human beings just turn around, all will be forgiven. Heaven is forgiving. Because they did not know about meat diet, the killing. They did not know anything much about killing. Of course, they know a little bit, but nobody emphasized it, you know? Nobody really make it like a matter of fact, yeah? If the government, if the media, all the people that have the power can wield their power in a correct way, inform the public, educate the public, make them know what is right, what is wrong, make them know that vegetarian diet is a must, is the only diet that everyone should follow. Then it will be done. Look at how many people have decreased smoking. Even if smoking cigarette has not been banned completely, just been banned in the public only. And look how many percentage, yeah, of people have decreased smoking, and how much disease have been minimized, how much money of the taxpayers have been saved. Just a few months, you watch television, you know the effect immediately. Look at that. And it's not even banned completely yet. Can you imagine if it's banned completely someday? Or if it's meat has been banned or has been advised to be less and less? Can you imagine how good it be? Yeah? The government is supposed to govern goodly, rightly. So this is a time the government should do their governing stuff. Make it like a righteous thing. It's like a natural thing. Just like children have to go to school. You see, in some country, the law applies parents to send the children to school. So maybe one day we will oblige other people to leave the animals in peace, just like the way we want to be left in peace. We don't want anyone to cut our throat. Why do we go out and cut some other being's throat? You see what I mean? And drink blood from it and eat their cup. Oh, God. And we call that civilization, the 21st century, my goodness. And so many masters have been on earth and have been teaching us already that we shall not kill, we shall not eat meat, we shall not drink alcohol, and we shall not take intoxication. Have been taught so long, century after century. This is a time we should be a human being that we're supposed to be, yeah? Okay, we made mistake. No, we didn't know it before, but now is the time. We should do research, we should know about it. Everywhere there are plenty of vegetarian diet advice, books, recipes. Even in our television, we have 10,001 international delectable recipes daily, offering free of charge. They can always download it and keep it in their family and try it all, you know? It's beautiful, it's tasty, and it's harmless to anyone. There's no excuse anymore to sink your teeth into that piece of flesh, which is rotten anyway. I don't know how human being can consume such thing. It's below dignity, and it's unhygienic, it's unhealthy, it's poisonous, it's ignoble. Pardon my bluntness. I've been polite for too long. So it's about the time to wake up and change behavior, to be noble, to be dignified as a human being. Because we are in urgent situation right now, and I just wish that all the people in the world turn to vegetarian right away and be forgiven.
There was a book which stated that another planet encountered the same type of global warming situation, and the aliens actually came here to mine our gold, and they used some kind of technology in order to change that gold into gold dust, and they used that for their atmosphere to patch it up. Is that true? And in addition to the adopting a plant-based diet, can we do something similar in order to give us more time?
No. Sometimes fiction is stranger than reality. Vegetarian diet and new technology, yeah. And be sparesome, yeah, and be spiritual, yeah. That's all we do.
Understand. Thank you.
Hello, Master.
Hello, look.
You mentioned in the last video conference that if the whole world was vegetarian, we would be living in heaven. How
Yeah.
can we prove this to the world?
Yeah. Well, I told you already, by mathematical calculation. You do the calculation and you show it to them. It's not that easy. When you just talk, you tell them, you show them the proof of calculation, physical proof. But generally, we will have less war, yeah? Because we will have food enough to feed human. Because we don't feed animals that keep breeding. And all the medicine and all the water and all the waste land and all the transportation, yeah, and all the petrol needed for transportation and for preservation, and all the people who are wasting their time and their good merit to butcher them and supplying them, and all the people who are eating them and wasting their good merit and all that. There will be less war then if we are vegetarian. Less war because there will be plenty of food, yeah. And the list can go on forever, yeah. Even fuel price will drop down because we don't need so much transportation. And preservation for animals, and the medicine cost, and the sickness costs of all the people who eat meat, and the maintenance of the hospital, and all the equipment that needed in there, and all the energy that's used in the hospitals and at home, and the employment lost because they cannot work, and etc. Yeah, and because when they're sick, they could not even work, yeah. Because when they're sick, also their mental health is not well. Because when you eat vegetarian, you're well, you're better, you're stronger, you're clearer, you don't have the poison. Not to talk about the bad karma from the meat diet. Nowadays, all the scientists have proven already that vegetarian food is very, very healthy. And once you have a bodily health, your mental health follow. Don't you feel better now that you have followed my advice and eat vegetarian diet?
Yes.
Yes, you see? Tell that to them by experience even. We are not just talking. And when your mental health already intact, you see? we can think clearer and we feel more relaxed and we don't want to make war with neighbors. See? We are more loving human nature. We are more ourselves and all will be well. Everything that you want to do, you can do better. And you'll be like a normal human, like a true human. When you're sick, sometimes you have to take some drug that make you feel drowsy and very tired and very different from the way you were before, right? You are in even bad mood, irritable mood, and you don't even want to talk to nobody. You don't even want to do anything. You're too tired, too depleted from the sickness as well as from the medicine. So after you're well, you feel okay, you think clear, and you sometimes wonder how you felt the way you did before, huh? Under the sickness and under drug, no? Yes, okay. So one of my assistants, he told me about a story of his brother. His brother used to smoke, and after he quit, the brother told the family that this is a completely different world now that he doesn't know before. Even just to quit smoking, you see, you feel lighter. You feel so much better than you imagine that you would feel. See, because when you're sick, when you're tired, when you're under influence of drug or smoke or whatever, intoxicant, you can't think the way you would think. You can't feel the way you should feel. You don't even know anything else except what you are feeling, which is lousy anyway. So you see, some of the smoke quitter would know this and would tell you, see, after they quit, or after the drug addict, they quit, they would tell you a world of different. They will feel completely different than the person they were before under the influence of the drug. So it's the same with vegetarian diet. This is the best diet. This is the only diet that the human should follow. It's not befitting a human, a dignified human, to eat the dead flesh of an animal. Even animals, when they have the choice, even tiger, lion, and when they have the choice, they don't eat. They don't eat meat. There was the story in Yogananda book, yeah? The autobiography of Yogananda. He wrote that one of the yogis in India, he tamed a lion, remember? Yeah. And that lion refused to eat meat. He just eat vegetarian with the yogi and lie at his feet just like a little kitten after being vegetarian. He don't kill nothing. He don't want to eat meat. He don't do anything anymore. Meat eating is not fit for anyone. Not even animals. But sometimes they don't have choice. They have to do it. Even some of the birds, they're supposed to eat some other smaller insect or something, or smaller fish or smaller bird. When I feed them vegetarian, they don't go there to eat fish or other animal. They continue to come to my house to eat vegetarian. Even my dogs, they refuse meat. They don't eat meat anymore. After they've been with me and vegetarian, they know vegetarian is good. They don't eat meat. And even sometimes, the vegetarian food, they made it so real, that. I thought, okay, maybe I'm too picky, I'm too picky, so okay, give it to the dog. They just smell it and they run away. So if they have a choice, they don't take meat. So if we are human beings, we should know that this is very, very bad for us, very detrimental to our spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, psychological health. Everything is bad for us to eat another being. Okay? So you can do all that calculation and prove it to them. But you see, you can only do your best. Yeah? All right? Whatever happened, happened. Okay?
Hello, Master.
Hello, who's there? Knock, knock.
How did we humans ever start killing animals to feed ourselves?
That go back to a long time, prehistoric. In the beginning, people don't eat animal. They only eat plants or fruits, yeah? fruit, mostly when they find it, because at that time the forest is still lush for fruits, and wild plants are still plentiful. We don't have high-rise building, we don't have pollution. They grow vegetable and everything is fine, and they're feeding themselves with the plant-based diet and the fruit-based diet. And some they don't even eat. The one who came direct immediately from heaven at that time, from the very beginning of the beginning of the beginning, the human race were divine nature. They did not eat. And then sometimes they suddenly see some foam from the sea, and they just, by frolicking with the water, they taste it, and it tastes so sweet. That was nectar in the beginning. The sea was not salted like what it is now. It offers some good, form of sweetness nectar. So they took it and ate it. They didn't really take it. It just come into their mouth, and then they eat it, and then one tell the other, and they begin eating that. And later, the more they eat, the more they become heavy. They could not fly anymore. They used to fly, like birds without wings. And they live freely with one another, man and woman, like the story of Eden. And then slowly they eat that, and then some more things are crawling, and then they become more hungry after eating it. And then they eat more of this crawling stuff, and then they eat the fruits, and then they eat the vegetable. That was fine for a while. But the more they eat of anything that grow on the earth, the less they be able to fly or to be the one that they used to be when they first came. So they have to walk now. So they have to walk and find food and all that. And it was okay until some people pick up some of the burnt animals that has been burnt by the fire of the forest, And then they picked them up and they tried it because they were hungry. Because the more they eat, the more they're hungry now. Before they didn't know what hunger is. And then they begin eating things, they become more hungry. And so when they could not find any plant things to eat at that time, maybe the forest was on fire or something somehow, and they pick up the dead body of the animals and they tried it. Some people tried it somehow. And then because they're hungry, it tastes okay to them. And then they feel satisfied for a while and they think it's okay to eat that. And then they keep relying on that. And after they don't have those burnt or natural dead animal to eat anymore, they go out hunting, chasing animal and kill them to eat. And that's how it began. That's a sad story, but that's how it began. And then that knowledge is passed on to the next, and the next generation. And that's what we are right now. That's how we arrive to where we are right now, in our state of being. So we have to return to the Eden state of existence, the plant-based diet, so that we can go back to the divine nature that we are. Okay?
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome. Truly, if humans just turn away from meat and forsake that killing, then heaven will be different. Heaven will be blessing human a lot. Because when you turn away from badness, then you face goodness. There are only two things in this world. Goodness and badness. When you turn away from the darkness, then you see the light. Turn away from negative, then you face the positive. It's very simple and logical. You turn away from killing, then you have longer life. You turn away from causing suffering, then you have a happier existence. Very logical. As you sow, so shall you reap. So I hope everyone in the world will truly turn away from this negative habit of meat eating, because that is indirect killing, and that won't help us to live a long life or eternal life. We have to turn away from badness so that we can be the way we are, because we are divine. And it's a pity because it's so easy to be vegetarian. They don't have to follow me or anything. Just be vegetarian and enjoy their life. Enjoy their health, benefit, and mental lightness, and guilt-free, and happiness, and loving attitude. Everything will come into their possession if they eat vegetarian. And even cheaper, no? Cheaper to buy, cheap in the long run because they don't have to pay much for the medical treatment. And they don't have to suffer even.
About a year ago, we were on such a high. We were doing
It's okay, audio, yeah?
humanity did? Was there some kind of a cosmic event, or maybe did? Maybe you can help us understand.
You see, the cycle supposed to reach the golden time according to the evolution of our planet. Yes. But humans were too slow to accelerate. So there was much cleansing going on. And we still have a chance to keep the golden age if we stop all the violence. Yeah, and return to virtuous living. If you look into the recent period of time, then I think you know that it's better than many previous years ago. At least talking from our group first, we can feel and be more free to practice in different centers. And more governments and people are supportive of vegetarian diet. And more vegetarian people join in the vegetarian circle, more humane animal treatments, more peace overall, more cooperative attitude between nations, or more tolerance, and more forgiving, more help to each other, etc., etc. So we have to look at the bright side.
Yes.
Actually, it is like that.
During the 2007 Formosa retreat, you mentioned that we were still climbing the slope to reach the peak of the Golden Age. And at that time, we were only 1/3 of the way, not even halfway yet. If we can save our planet, will we be able to reach the peak of the Golden Age right away, meaning 4 or 5 years from now?
Sure. Almost right away, yeah? If all of the humans adhere to the new way of life, meaning being vegan, vegetarian, peace, love, and green, we will reach the top right now.
Hi, Master.
Hi.
You mentioned in a recent talk that there isn't anything we can do to protect ourselves and nowhere to physically hide from coming upheaval. The only our purity and virtue would help us.
That's right.
How do we know if we are shifting our consciousness enough, or is there something else we need to do other than meditate and try to help when we can?
If it happens, we still have a little time. We can change that. Who knows that maybe one day suddenly you wake up, everybody become vegetarian. Huh? Be positive. Envision that for me.
I hope so.
Envision
That's my dream too.
That everybody become vegetarian. Who knows? Yeah, anything happen. Anything happen.
That will
Let's
make
have
my
some
dream come
fun
true.
imagining it. Okay, visualizing it, visionizing it. It do no harm. It will only do good. Positive energy, always good. Because at the moment, everything indicate that the planet is in danger, of course.
Hi, Master. You mentioned that in order for the planet to heal, more than 50% of humans would have to become vegetarian. So is the change of heart what matters the most at this point? Or is it enough that they just become vegetarians? Thank you, Master.
Just become vegetarian. Because at least it helps the animals. It helps the environment. But I tell you what, when they change into vegetarian diet, in this particular time, they already changed their heart. Change of hearts is the most important, of course. But at this particular time, if they change to vegetarian diet, that means they change their heart already. Why? They want to save the planet. They want to save their children's lives, to save everybody else's lives. So they are partaking in something grand and noble. So there's no need to preach to them anymore. If they change to vegetarian diet, salute them, thank them, and go to the next person.
Wow, that's really great to know.
Yes, it's good. And the more they go into vegetarian lifestyle, the more their heart will change for better all the time. It just happened automatically because they started with noble intention already. You see? Not for health reason, not for economy reason. It's for saving the world. How more noble can it be?
Thank you very much, Master.
You're welcome. If the world population join in vegetarian circle, at least 2/3 of them, and green technology and preserving forests and plant trees, etc., or organic farming as well, a frugal lifestyle, every little effort helps along. Yeah, but I wanted more so that we have assurance. So keep doing what you're doing. Also, please keep envisioning the positive picture of the good world, the world that you want it to be, where everyone lives in peace, in love, in safety. A vegan world, a heavenly abode, where all beings enjoy life without fear of one another, where all are treated with kindness and due respect. Just envision all that, okay?
Hi, Master.
Hi.
Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for being here with us, with me.
Yes. I have two questions. The first one, recently our initiates have been regularly joining New York street fairs and other activities to pass around SOS flyers.
Yes.
And we put on bus ads and also do vegan cooking demonstration shows. Just trying our best to spread the global warming and vegetarian messages. We found many positive changes as we go on. More people are more receptive to the idea of urgency of global warming.
Good.
More people become more vegetarian or more aware of that vegetarian helps. Also, more people like to watch Master TV when we played it on the street.
That's very good.
We have also noticed many positive changes in government administration policies. For example, New York City Mayor Bloomberg have made good green policies to the city. All the city-owned cars and even taxis are changed to hybrid cars. Yes, and lots of trees have been planted within the metro area. There's also a new policy required that every new or reconstructed home must have certain amount of trees planted in the property. So, Master, do you think all of these positive changes that we see indicate the rapid growth of conscious level of the people of the world? Is the planet Earth going to become physical heaven soon?
Well, I don't know how soon, but I hope it's very soon. I hope what you hope. But all those positive changes do indicate, the higher level of consciousness. As the world population become more aware of the ephemeral nature of life and how fragile the planet can be, and realizing their lifestyle habits should be changed. So now they begin to treat the environment with respect, to begin to have more vegetarian choice, and it's good to see, etc., etc. All that changes is good. And if we hasten this process, there will be heaven on earth.
Right.
Just change vegetarian diet. How easier can it be? I do hope we have heaven on earth soon, of course. But if everyone cooperate, yeah?
Right. Thank you, Master.
Today's episode will be presented in English and Alasis, also known as Vietnamese, with subtitles in Arabic, Alasis, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, and Thai. Salam mesra, penonton-penonton yang unggul. Nama saya Wadida dari Kuantan Pahang di Malaysia yang menyeronokkan. Malaysia memang sebuah negara indah yang dikenai dengan pelbagai bukit dan gunung yang ditembuhi hutan tebal, laut hijau samrud yang mempunyai bentangan pantai yang panjang dan dipinggiri pokok palma, cahaya matahari keemasan serta lagun air tawar. Tarikan utamanya ialah kontrasnya yang besar dari pencakar langit yang tinggi. Dapat dilihat rumah papan yang dibina di atas kaki bajang. Budaya majmuk, keajaiban alam semula jadi, bandar raya besar dan banyak pulau yang indah permai, semuanya sebahagian daripada syurga di bumi ini. Kepelbagaian budaya juga telah menjadikan negara ini tempat meraihkan beratus-ratus perayaan yang beraneka ragam. Warisan multi budaya dan multi bangsa Malaysia sangat jelas dipamerkan melalui bentuk muzik dan tariannya yang pelbagai. Kami berbesar hati untuk secara ringkas memperkenalkan Malaysia yang menyegarkan kepada anda. Semoga anda dicurahi kasih sayang Tuhan dan kegembiraan syurga. Selama 3 dekad, Maha Guru Ching Hai menerangi dunia kita dengan ajaran sucinya. Sebagai guru bermakrifat penuh, beliau mengajarkan kaedah meditasi Kuan Yin kepada mereka yang ingin dengan serta-merta menemui sifat Tuhan dalam diri mereka dan dalam masa satu hayat mendapat pembebasan abadi daripada kitaran, lahir dan mati. Kaedah Kuan Yin telah diamalkan oleh semua guru bermakrifat seperti Buddha, Nabi Isa, Nabi Muhammad. Moga-moga Tuhan memberi kesejahteraan ke atasnya dan Guru Nakna. Beliau menekankan bahawa jika kita sentiasa ingat akan Tuhan, berbakti kepada orang lain dan mematuhi hukum alam semesta, kita akan mencapai potensi tertinggi sebagai manusia dan benar-benar memahami tujuan kita di bumi. Maha Guru Ching Hai ialah suri teladan belas kasihan, sering memberikan bantuan kebendaan dan kewangan, serta kasih sayang kepada pelarian, orang tak berumah, bangsa bencana alam dan orang lain yang memerlukan bantuan. Pada tahun 2006, beliau menerima hadiah keamanan Gusi yang dianggap sebagai hadiah keamanan Nobel Timur dan telah diberi penghormatan dalam tahun-tahun ini dengan banyak anugerah dan hadiah lain atas kerja amal dan bantuan kemanusiaannya yang menonjol. Sebagai suara sejati bagi rakan haiwan kita yang menawan, beliau mempromosikan diet berasaskan tumbuhan yang damai dan penyayang. Beliau menghasratkan dengan kesedaran manusia tentang kesucian semua hidupan, sebuah dunia vegan yang tenteram dan gemilang, di mana haiwan dan orang hidup secara harmoni. Pelbagai inisiatif telah diambilnya untuk menyebarkan trend vegan, termasuk pengedaran risalah hidup alternatif, rantaian restoran vegan antarabangsa Loving Heart, Supreme Master Television, serta sering bercakap dengan ketua kerajaan dan media yang berpengaruh dan menyertai persidangan televisyen tentang perubahan iklim, sama ada kita sedar akannya atau tidak. Usahanya telah memberikan pengaruh yang besar kepada kesedaran global tentang gaya hidup mesra haiwan dan bagaimana cara berbelas kasihan ini dapat membawa keamanan yang berpanjangan dalam kalangan negara, sementara menyelamatkan planet kita daripada perubahan iklim. Dalam tahun-tahun ini, Mahaguru Qinghai telah pergi ke seluruh dunia, dari negara-negara Amerika ke Afrika, dari Eropah ke Oceania, dan memberikan beratus-ratus kubah kepada orang ramai dan anak muridnya tentang pelbagai topik spiritual. Hari ini, kami berbesar hati untuk mempersembahkan salah satu kubah mendalam ini, bertajuk Veganism, mewujudkan syurga di bumi, sementara menghentikan perubahan iklim. Sudutan daripada perbincangan Mahaguru Qinghai, bahagian 3 seri berlima, dalam rancangan antara guru dengan anak murid, diberikan dalam bahasa Inggeris dan Olek, juga dikenali sebagai Vietnam.
If they turn vegetarian, go green, do good deeds, they will only gain a better world, better environment, and a nobler character. Besides, even if it's not for saving the world, it's the high time that the human race should rise to a higher level of consciousness anyway. They should be noble, kind, and compassionate. Be veg, go green, do good is not just for the planet. It's for the whole human race, ennobling spiritual merit and quality. They should do it. Just for the sake of being noble.
Thank you, Master. Dear Master, on this planet, 99% of the wealth is controlled in 1% of the population. Material-wise, we are far advanced than our parent, grandparent, or earlier ancestors 100 years ago. But we are merely the slaves through our whole lives. Our lives are controlled by many poorly man-made regulations, benefit for self-profit organization. We do not want to live this way after the earth is saved. What is the point to save the earth and continue letting the system slaving us? So even the Aiden will come back, and how long the transition we will have to tolerate it?
Well, I told you already, we have to save the planet. So people have time to wake up. Some people sleep deeper than others. Your family member also sometimes, some people sleep very light. In case emergency, you wake them up, they go out right away, or they wake up even before. And some people, it takes a long time to wake them up. All right, so we have to wait for our family member. We cannot just say, okay, that guy, he sleeps so deep. Oh, well, I have to go out. I go out by myself. I don't want to wait for him. So after we save the planet, of course, people will be different, eh? They have to be different now in order to save the planet already. So your part is to be positive. Save the planet first, and things will change after. It's not you alone who can save the planet. It's the people who change their consciousness. If they be veg, go green, do good, then that means they have changed for the better. Their consciousness have gone up a higher level. Then, of course, they merit the earth. They could continue to live here, and their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, etc. At that time, people will be in a higher level of consciousness. and things will be clearer to them and to all. We will live in peace and love. You have to envision a positive world, the heaven on earth that you would like it to be. You have to envision the nobler world, the positive world, the beautiful world, the heaven world. Saving the world is a compassionate act. Even if the world is not saved, you are. You are saved by your loving kindness. Your merit will be multifold because you want to save others. This is the point that many of you still don't get. If you want to save the world, if you want to do anything toward this goal, you are enlarging your nobility, your heavenly attribute. So if you spread the encouragement to save the planet, if you be veg, if you go green, if you do good deeds, you help others because of other beings' lives on earth, because you want to save their lives on earth, then you have a saintly quality. You reawaken your holiness. It's not just about saving the physical planets and the physical lives. It's also about how great you are for wanting to do so and actually partaking in this life-saving crusade.
Thank you, Master.
So if people do want to be veg, go green, and do good because they want to save the planet, then their spirit is noble. They have elevated themselves.
Master, could you please tell us again about the importance of saving this planet, the planet that God considers worth saving?
You think it's not worth saving? You tell me.
Yes, I think so. It's worth saving.
And then why you ask me? Why does God think it's worth saving, right?
Yes.
If you think the planet is worth saving, then God thinks also what you think. Because God just wants to please his children. That's why I told you, be careful what you think. Be careful what you want. Because what you want, God will give. What you think, it will come true. In God's eyes, his children are always innocent and pure and worthy anytime, from A to Z, no matter what they do. As I told you already, my viewpoint even, that human beings are only victims of the black magic power of the negative king, Maya illusion, the king of illusion. He casts the webs of ignorance on everybody and make them drunk, make them blurred of vision. They cannot think, they cannot see very clearly. That's why Master has to come. Jesus come, Buddha come, Muhammad come, Guru Nanak come, Jain Master come, Hindu Master come, etc., etc., and keep coming. We don't give up on humankind because humans are innocent and they should be given always a chance, even the last chance for a quick evolution to catch up with other planets as well. Souls are poor and innocent always, no matter what they do outside. It's all the mind, all the deceptive Maya appearance. The souls are always perfect, pure, and childlike, and always loved by God and the whole heaven. This world makes them so drunk that they identify themselves with all the material things that they see and the body that they inhabit. So also they've been influenced under the Maya influence to take up bad habits. And then it's hard for them to cast it aside once it's rooted into their life for over the years. It's all the work of the Maya, because the king of Maya means illusional king. He wants to trap the souls here so that he control. If we are gone, then we are in heaven. He has nothing to do here. He'll be bored stiff. He will feel useless. That's why he wants to keep them in physical bondage forever, life after life. That's why God's heaven takes pity on humankind. That's why this world should be saved, so people have a chance to awaken, to catch up, to return to their original, pristine beautiful, glorious, great self.
Thank you,
I
Master.
hope only that the human being wake up, hit the warning, and save themselves, save their souls. Save the planet means save their souls. Because if they listen and become vegetarian with the intention to save the beings on the planet, then they are noble enough to be saved,
Yes,
to be
yes.
included in the same circle. That's the idea. It's not saving the planet. It's their attitude to save the planet and why they want to save the planet. That's what counts. Trường chay là lối sống của thiên đường. Thánh Kinh có nói là ta đã làm ra những thảo mộc ngoài đồng nội và những trái cây đẹp mắt và ngon miệng để cho các con làm thức ăn. Trong Thánh Kinh không bao giờ mình nghe Thượng Đế nói rằng ta làm ra những con vật để cho các ngươi ăn cả. Mà Thượng Đế nói rằng ta làm ra những con vật để cho làm bạn cho các con và giúp đỡ các con. Phải không? Có ai đâu mà đi giết phụ tá và người bạn của mình để mà ăn thịt đâu. Cho nên lối sống trường chay là lối sống của thiên đường. Ấy. Nhiều người chưa có được khai ngộ, phải không? Cho nên nhiều khi họ không biết làm cách nào, họ không biết rằng ăn chay có thể cứu vãn được thế giới và cứu vãn được linh hồn của họ. Họ không nghĩ tới những điều đó, tại vì những điều này ít có khi được nhắc đến. Bao nhiêu người khác đều không nhắc đến, cho nên họ không có quen với cái lý luận như thế này. Thì mình chỉ có cách là mình phát truyền đơn hoặc là mình dùng những cái quan hệ liên quan với nhau để mà giải thích cho họ biết mỗi ngày một ít như vậy. Thì hy vọng là một ngày nào đó tất cả thế giới đều thức tỉnh. Với cái sự giúp đỡ của chính phủ và những nhà khoa học gia và những báo chí truyền thông, những người mà có tinh thần trách nhiệm đó và những người có cái lực lượng để mà làm những việc này, thì mình chỉ cầu nguyện và hy vọng một ngày như vậy thôi. Trong lúc đó thì chúng ta phải tiếp tục mà truyền thanh tiếp tục làm cho mọi người biết những cái tin tức của địa cầu, những cái sự nguy hiểm mà mình đang bắt đầu đối diện và những cái phương pháp để mà giải tỏa cái vấn đề nguy hiểm hiện nay là hâm nóng toàn cầu. Mình phải giải thích hết cho họ biết. Mình in ra những cái tài liệu đặc biệt đó để cho phát cho người nào mà có tâm hồn để mà họ nghe. Những người nào đã thức tỉnh một chút thì họ sẽ nghe, họ hiểu liền. Những người mà còn hơi ngái ngủ thì cũng hơi lâu một chút. Mình phải kiên nhẫn mà thôi. Thì dĩ nhiên là những quốc gia nào có trình độ tâm linh cao hơn thì những cái sự mà tai nạn nó sẽ giảm bớt. Và cứu vãn hay không đó còn tùy cái tâm linh của mọi người trong quốc gia đó. Nếu mà mọi người đều ăn chay hết tức là 100% thì dĩ nhiên quốc gia đó được cứu vãn.
Kính thưa sư phụ, để ngưng tình trạng hâm nóng toàn cầu, các quốc gia trên thế giới phải hy sinh các lợi ích về phát triển kinh tế xã hội. Vậy có giải pháp tối ưu nào để giúp các quốc gia thực hiện tốt tình trạng này nhưng mà đảm bảo được chính sách phát triển an dân, ổn định tình hình kinh tế xã hội không ạ? Xin sư phụ khai thị cho chúng con.
Đâu họ có cần phải hy sinh cái sự phát triển kinh tế xã hội gì đâu, chỉ là đổi nghề thôi. Mình chuyển hướng làm những công việc khác, làm những cái kế hoạch kinh tế khác thì cái lợi tức vẫn đem lại cho những người kinh doanh như thường, và chính phủ vẫn giúp đỡ những người mà chuyển nghề đó. Đâu có phải cần phải hy sinh cái gì đâu. Bằng chứng là những người mà bây giờ đó họ bắt đầu chuyển thành những cái công ty xanh thì cái lợi tức của họ đem vô rất là nhiều. Không có ai hy sinh gì cả. Chỉ là làm việc mới thôi. Đổi việc mới thì càng làm việc mới cũng như mình thay áo mới vậy mà. Càng đẹp hơn, càng xinh hơn, chứ đâu có gì đâu mà phải hy sinh. Và cái khi mà mọi người đều tiến bộ về tâm linh tức là ăn chay để bảo vệ động vật, ăn chay để bảo vệ môi trường mọi người xung quanh của thế giới, ăn chay để mà tỏ tình thương cho mọi loài, thì dĩ nhiên trong cái từ trường đó thì bao nhiêu điều tốt lành sẽ dẫn đến cho nhân loại, và những kế hoạch kinh doanh mới sẽ tự nhiên sẽ phát triển thêm, và con người sẽ có đầy đủ phong phú tiện nghi và đầy đủ những cái điều mà họ cần dùng. Cái điều cần thiết á, là cái từ trường của nhân loại phải thay đổi, rồi mọi điều khác sẽ thay đổi tốt hơn. Nếu mà từ trường của nhân loại càng ngày càng tốt, chỉ có là tình thương, hòa bình và tôn sùng đấng thiêng liêng, thì dĩ nhiên cái từ trường đó sẽ đem lại mọi điều bất khả tư nghị. Bao nhiêu điều tốt lành, nhiều khi mình không thể tưởng tượng được sẽ xảy ra cho thế giới nếu mà tâm linh con người thay đổi, tiến trình lên càng ngày càng cao lên, cao thượng hơn, càng cao quý hơn, càng có lòng thương hơn, thì cái từ trường này sẽ đem lại mọi sự tốt lành bất khả tư nghị cho thế giới. Không có sợ gì hết. Nếu mà mọi người tin Thượng Đế thì không có sợ gì hết. Càng tin tưởng càng được phước báo, càng có nhiều điều lợi ích xảy ra. Cái điều đáng sợ nhất cho mọi người á là không có tin. Cái điều đáng sợ nhất là không có niềm tin. Không, tất cả những điều khác đều không nên sợ hết. Thêm nhiều người ăn chay vô, nhờ những sự quảng bá trên truyền hình Vô Thượng Sư, nhờ những cái truyền đơn của quý vị phát rải trên khắp thế giới, nhờ những cái khoa học gia báo cáo về tình trạng nguy hiểm của địa cầu, nhờ những cái chương trình trồng cây và tiết kiệm năng lượng, nhờ những phát minh mới, thì địa cầu của mình được thêm sự vững vàng. Như vậy mình thêm cái thời gian, mọi người có thể chuẩn bị tinh thần, có thể cải biến đời sống và có thể làm thêm những cái phát minh mới. Sự ăn chay rất là quan trọng. Đa số cái thời gian mà mình được tăng gia đó là nhờ cái sự ăn chay của nhiều người mới đó. Không phải ăn chay không mà cứu được thế giới, nhưng mà cái lòng của họ, tại sao họ ăn chay? Cái mục đích ăn chay của họ sẽ cứu thế giới. Tại sao cái mục đích? Tại vì họ nghĩ rằng họ ăn chay bây giờ họ sẽ cứu được thế giới. Họ cứu được mọi người và cứu được mọi vật. Cái lòng của họ đã quảng đại như vậy, lòng của họ cao thượng như vậy. Cái lòng cao thượng đó phát ra cái từ trường có thể tiếp giáp với cái từ trường của thiên đàng. Cho nên cái lực lượng của thiên đàng có thể mạnh mẽ hơn, nối tiếp với cái lực lượng của con người. Cho nên nhân loại được mạnh mẽ hơn. Cái từ trường cao thượng đó, cái từ trường mà tình thương bao la đó có thể phát ra để mà bảo vệ thế giới. Chứ không phải tại vì ăn chay mà bảo vệ thế giới. Cho nên ăn chay vô cùng quan trọng, vô cùng quan trọng. Sư phụ hy vọng rằng một ngày nào đó mọi người đều hiểu cái sự vô cùng quan trọng này. Tại vì rất là cao thượng, tình thương rất là rộng lớn khi mình ăn chay. The problem about people focus more on the reducing energy consumption and planting trees and etc., instead of being vegetarian, which is the most important key factor of saving the planet. That problem is everywhere, not just in Bangkok, not just in Thailand. So you have to continue doing the best you can and think positive, think positively. Think that the world's going to be all vegan. Think that we're going to save the planet. Think that the world's going to be heaven on earth. Keep thinking like that and doing your best. You can also write to your government or talk to the government, write to the newspaper and talk to the newspaperman or whoever in charge of these newspapers. But at least they're doing something, you know, maybe you could buy a little time. Better than nothing, every little thing helps. But I just hope it helps enough. We cannot force people to be vegetarian faster when the top root of the tradition doesn't inform them otherwise, because it has to come from religious leaders, government leaders, and the media. And that way it becomes more open, like a trend, more like fashion, more like a matter of fact, more like it's a natural way of life. For these, it takes time. Meanwhile, do your best, okay? Thank you anyway. positive powers is always greater than negative power. It's just the people in the world are not using it. If they be veg and do good, then they are using the positive power. Then they can counter the negative power. But right now, they are not using the positive power. They are using mostly the negative power. That is why. What you are taking in is what you have. People are going mostly against the positive power. For example, if you are in Bangkok now, and if you want to go to Chiang Mai, where do you go? North or south? North. North, that's it. And if you go south, will you ever arrive in Chiang Mai? No. No, that's the thing. There are two powers in this world. One is positive, one is negative. If you are using the positive power, then you will have positive power. If you're using negative power, then you have negative power. If we want to use the positive power, we have to enter the positive cycle. By doing good, being vegetarian means the best of all of being good, because you're saving lives. You're respecting lives. You're loving and kind. Then you enter the positive cycle. Once you enter the positive cycle, you are empowered by positive power. And if all the people in this world are empowered by the positive power, then the negative power has nowhere to exercise. If the whole planet people live in virtue and really compassionate lifestyle, then the earth will change into heaven in no time. Nothing else can really compare to this. Only love can absorb all the negative energy. Only love can transform it. And only the loving heart, compassionate heart of the people can absorb the negative impact that we have created. Because even if we want to rely on technology, the technology that we're having right now is nothing compared to what we will have if all the population of the planet turn into a loving, kind, compassionate vegetarian diet. Then you will see all kind of invention that we have never imagined before will surface. And all people will live in peace and love, even if they don't pray for it. It will come. Thank you.
Hello, Master.
Hello.
Another encouraging trend we've been seeing is how many well-known public figures, whether in the entertainment industry, to sports, to government, have adopted the vegetarian way of life. They are also using their fame to call attention to the importance of going vegetarian. Master, could you explain the reason why it seems like these celebrities seem to be more accepting of the compassionate diet? Is it because of health or spiritual related, or information is more accessible to them? And how else can they help to bring this message across? Thank you.
First of all, is it because of health or spiritually related, or information is more accessible to them? That the celebrity people go all out to support vegetarian diet and adopted them. It's all of that. Because spiritually, our planet consciousness have also been elevated somewhat. And these people, they are thinking about their health, and also they are more into internet information and all that. So all these factors contribute to this recent trend. Like Joaquin Phoenix, Alicia Silverstone, Fei Wong in China, Olympic star, even Carl Lewis, and athletes, etc., bodybuilders, and political people, also long-time vegetarian and senator, presidential candidate, Dennis Kucinich. He's a really good man. He's very just and fair for international people, not just for the Americans. He's a staunch advocate for peace in Iraq, for example, for peace in the world in any case. He's a peaceful guy. You're not surprised. He's a vegetarian. Long time vegan even. And Elizabeth Kuchini, his wife. India, former Environment Minister Maneka Gandhi, the current mayor of New Delhi, Australia Senator Andrew Bartlett, etc., etc., etc. In the political arena, many people have turned to vegetarian diet or vegan diet. This is a very, very good sign. It's auspicious omen for us. And now the answer is that because these people are smart, they're very smart. You can tell by the way they talk and the way they're thinking, they express their own individual opinion. They are very smart people. So smart people are often successful anyway. That's why they are successful. And you can know that because they are successful, that they are smart. And smart people, they choose a compassionate lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, as some British researcher has proved already. That smart kids, they will turn to vegetarian by the time they reach 30-something. And these people, they have higher IQ than other people who did not turn to vegetarianism in their first third of their life. So they are very smart people. And we have this info on our TV and website anyway about the smart people, or they choose vegetarian diet. And on some level, they're spiritually mature. They choose vegetarianism out of their heartfelt love and compassion for the innocent co-inhabitant animals and wish to terminate their suffering and to live their life without blood on their hands. They know peace begins on our table. And they want to contribute to peace and foster love among all species. They could have everything, yet they only take what they need and what brings joy and friendship, not those that hurt and destroy. You must know that these are saints on earth in mortal gods. The Buddha once mentioned that if a person is in a well-off or powerful position but choose a compassionate, charitable way of life, such as vegetarian diet, then we must know that they are saints incarnate. It's an honor and blessing to know such a one. And they are here to bless the world by their noble deeds, demeanor, and example.
With each update, you have informed us of more and more good progress in the world's awakening. Time has been gained and more people are becoming vegetarian. Nevertheless, as Mother Teresa once said, in this life, we cannot do great things. We can only do small things with great love. By walking one step, it seems a merciful heaven is taking 100 steps toward us, to meet us. Is this so, Master?
It is. It is like that. Otherwise, how else? You experience this in your life already. How else can we just turn around a few degrees and then we became so wise and so brilliant, see the light of heaven, hear the sound of music of heavenly sphere, and feel such a bliss in our life when we have not meditated all that long, some only even a couple of years or a couple of months, see the change taken in their life is enormous and incredible. Heaven does come down to meet us if we are working up to meet heaven's standard. What I told you always is the truth. And if everyone could realize this, you see, and walk the baby step, actually only one step, one very important step that decides the fate of our planet. That is the vegetarian step. Everything else will come to us unasked. If we are merciful, we will beget mercy. The universal law never fails. We must become vegetarian. All the inhabitants of the planet should heed this one and only advice that I could give with all my heart. That is to be vegetarian. Be vegan, it would be better. But vegetarian is already very good. And vegan is even the best.
Master, the animals must feel sad because many of their species are being forced to leave their corners of the biosphere, as they cannot adapt quickly enough to the changes. We hope that we can ask for their forgiveness. From their perspective, what are their hopes and wishes for the Earth at this time?
They just feel sorry for human beings, as they know where they are going, but most humans don't. They do love life like we do, but they are not that attached to it the way humans are. they're not very afraid of death. It's just the natural reaction that they want to live. But if they have to die, they die. Because they know they're going back to where they came from, which is heaven. That's why they are always satisfied in any circumstance. They know life here and hereafter. And they know their maker. They wish the human race can see what they see, know what they know, and stop all this madness centering around temporary time on earth and focus more on life eternal. They wish the earth be saved, but it's not about saving the planet, but about human returning to virtuous life and compassionate heart. And all things will be all right. They know that. Then the earth will be saved if people are compassionate as a byproduct. If we live according to the law of love, all things will be all right. The animals know that. And they would really wish humans understand this concept, the only concept that matters, the concept of love. 我们自己都有内在的万能的力量保佑啊。主要我们那个道德的高，修行的认真，还有无我贡献，那我们自己会好了。然后，如果地球的人呐、都转心了，变成那个有爱护动物哈，吃素的话就足够了。然后我们自己哈，因为吃素了以后，那个气氛会改变。改变了以后，大家会更聪明啊！我们会发明很多很多那个器具啊，我很多科技会更发达，我们不能想象那个时候啊，更富有啊，更舒服，生活更进步。别怕，就是说地球的人物了。如果福报越来越多的话，那一定我们科技的会更发达。那个科学家可以想到方法，可以把这个技用起来利益人民，而不是会伤害的。不过这个看福报啦，不是说科技而已。如果福报不够，科技发明会找不到的。那所以我们这最主要就是传播这个世俗的道德方面。But at night, when I'm all alone and I'm thinking of all this situation, think of all the cold and hungry animals and human beings, and I feel really, really so sad, so sad. The way, we treat each other and the way we treat our co-inhabitants is truly not ideal. Not if we want to truly have a happiness on this planet. Not if we really want to have a peaceful world in which we will enjoy. So I sometimes don't understand humans' mentality and how they think and how it works. The social system, the policy of the planet as a whole, Every country is a little different, but some countries are better than others. But still, you can find even the richest countries still have this kind of problem. The people have no home, nowhere to go. Families scattered and broken because nowhere to go. And children go hungry, cannot go to school because no home, etc., etc. It's just very, very painful sometimes to watch. Yeah. I do what I can, but it's never enough because this is a system that we have, in this world. It's not just one or two cases, it's the whole system. I just hope one day if everyone return to their greatness, think about how great they want to represent themselves on this planet, then maybe we will have a better society. It's not just like sharing the food only. It's just sharing everything. technology help the people to help themselves. And if we are not eating meat, then the world will become better already. Yes. That means the society as a whole has become more compassionate. Then the system will be different. We change. Yeah? The mentality will change. And the policy of the planet will change. And then we will help each other, not just distributing food like charity act, but distributing technology, yeah, seeds, helping with all kinds of things, conserving the whole resource of the planet so that everybody has a chance to use it to help themselves. I think everybody would love to serve themselves, not want to just take the hand out, you know, in a refugee camp somewhere, dirty, chaotic, no water, no food, and just waiting for handouts every day. That is not the way everyone would want to live his or her life, yeah? It's not the dignity. So the system has to change. And it begins with being vegetarian. Begins with vegetarian because people, if they want to save the planet, if they want to save the animal, then the compassion comes out. And then when the compassion envelops the whole planet, then the energy will change completely. Then everybody will bathe in it. And every day they will think differently. They will act differently. And their mind will be more clarified. And they can think of a better system, how to distribute wealth and resources, which belong to everybody anyway. Either you stay in Africa, you're born in Ethiopia, you're born in England, it's the same. We have not brought any resource with us the day we are born. So the resource of the world belongs to everybody. But we don't distribute it well. The able ones take it more than give it. That's the problem, more than sharing it. So I do hope one day the whole planet will wake up and think of how we want to live our life, you know? Not the life that we have been living up to now. I mean, most of it is not always what we can be proud of. Yes. And when we die, we have nothing anyway. We came with nothing, we will go with nothing. Right now, for our planet crisis, the one and simple solution is to be vegetarian. That's it. No need even changing technology. Go green is good. Of course, always is good to protect the environment and to be loving to the planet Earth, which is also a being who is supporting us with all loving kindness and nourishing motherly love. But just to be vegetarian, just to be compassionate to all other beings, just to stop all the killing, you know? At least the animals, just to stop killing animals and eating them. Just be vegetarian. Our destiny will change. The destiny of the population of the planet will change. And we can save the planet. Not only we can save this planet, the planet will be more beautiful, more developed. People will live in more peace and harmony, happiness, and abundance of all the necessities that they need. And we will develop more and more that we could never imagine. We develop more extraordinary technologies. We will visit more extraordinary planets in far distant, billions of light years ahead. If we change our destiny by being compassionate, loving, and kind to our fellow human beings as well as fellow animals beings, our planet will change completely. You could not imagine what heaven it would be on earth if all turned to vegetarianism.
Master, we learned there were different types of glacial ages or the end of civilizations in the past. such as the destruction of Egypt, Maya, or Atlantis? Is there any connection between the past destructions and the crisis coming now? Thank you, Master.
Well, there is no connection. It's just that it's similar happening. When we have developed to a certain extent technologically wise, and we are not balancing it with the spiritual awakening, then we do not know how to handle the progress. And then we will bear, the consequences of our incomplete knowledge of technology. So the best is we have wisdom and technology come alongside it. It would be better like that. Even if we don't have any technological development, if we have spiritual development, that would be even better for us. But normally, if we have good spiritual development, then technology will also advance. And we have all this technology advancement also because we had some merit of spiritual elevation, because many masters have graced our planet and elevate our wisdom a little bit up to some extent. And therefore, we have enough intelligence to develop technology up to now. But we have to balance it more with spiritual understanding, with the high nobility and excellent moral standard. Then we will not have destruction on earth. We will have only blessing, bliss, and even technologically comfortable life. So all we do is turn to nobility now. Turn to compassion and loving style. Like big veg. Do good. Go green. Even if we just big veg, it will be green too. If we don't have this planet, the universe will offer another planet. It depends on the merit of the people who will inhabit that or this planet. It has not so much effect in the universe as a whole, except that if the consciousness of people are elevated in a more morally suitable level, and the people are more enlightened, more compassionate, more loving, more kind, then it is good for the planet, atmosphere as a whole. And it's good that we live in peace and harmony instead of living in suffering. The planet here will become another heaven on earth, heavenly, fit for people to live. Otherwise, if the planet is destroyed, there will be other planets will be born or already exist that the souls can go and immigrate there. But the thing is, you know very well, being a Buddhist nun, that the Buddha said to be a human, to have a human body, is so precious, so rare a chance that we should treasure it, because we don't know if we get another human body again soon. Because in the human body, we could practice spiritually quicker and more auspicious than in other kind of body. The Buddha has said that to have a human body is so rare that it's like, imagine a blind turtle living on the very deep bottom of the big ocean, and he only goes up to the surface of the water once every 1,000 years. He come up to the surface. And then at that moment, there should be a wood plank with a hole in it. And that the turtle just come up to the surface and happen to go through that hole in that wood plank. That is how rare it is to have a human incarnation. So I would like all of you to know that we have to save their lives because of that preciousness, so that they will have a chance to redeem themselves, to remember their greatness, to remember the Buddhahood, the Buddha nature within themselves, to have a chance to awaken their consciousness, to be enlightened. Because the longer they live, the more chance they have to encounter the truth teaching of an enlightened master. Now, if all human beings become vegetarian, then the whole atmosphere of the earth will change. The magnetic field will change. The destiny of all inhabitants will change for the better. And the animals will also stop eating meat, and truly the lambs will lay at the side of the lions, as it is mentioned in the Bible, if all people turn to vegetarianism. The animals are also a reflection of our consciousness. So if we change into a higher consciousness, then the animals will also change. If not, they will disappear. All the likes attract likes. If the animals at that time cannot live up to the human standard of nobility and compassion, then the natural law will eliminate them. But they will change. If we change, the animal will change. When you have a pet, like a dog, they always say, like master, like dog. For example, many pets look like their caretaker also. And so I can tell you that my dog, the girl, Happy, when she first came, she chased the lizards, yeah, and eat them and swallow them, even with the tail hanging outside. And I say, what did you do? Spit it out now. And then she did it. And she's still chasing after a while, you know, flies, bees, and she got stink on her nose and swollen face because she chased after any moving things and eat them. Because when she was with the previous caretaker, she was forced to be hunting for food. They don't take good care of her. So she has to hunt something to eat. So she eats anything, insects, bees, flies, geckos, all kind of things. And even when she came to me, she could not change immediately. But now she changed. She doesn't do that anymore. The fly come in front of her, she doesn't even move anymore. Before, she immediately, stay alert and catch the fly. Now she doesn't do that, and she eat vegetarian only. And even something smelly, like sometimes they make it so real, like stinking fish or stinking shrimp, she won't eat it. They do change. And remember in Yogananda's book, The Autobiography of a Yogi? Yes. He recounted the lion that don't eat meat at all. She even refused meat when somebody offered it to her because she stayed with her master who was a yogi and who is a vegetarian. So if more people are vegetarian, the atmosphere will change into a higher level of compassion and love. Then the animal will also be affected and they will change their nature. That day might come soon. Who knows? Be positive.
With the amount of natural disasters and rising sea levels, this also has an impact on food production, as land that once could be used to grow food now cannot. Because food supply is becoming more unstable, can you please tell us if the human population will be forced to become vegetarian as a matter of survival? And if this happens, will humans become more compassionate and stick to the vegetarian diet for some time, even if in the future there may be an abundance of food and less or no natural disasters?
Well, human nature is more difficult to predict than weather. You know that? Anyway, we do hope and pray for the best. Yes, because everybody knows that vegetarian diet is good for health and to save the planet. So we hope that after they have learned the benefit of it, they will stick to it. Okay? I hope that they are not like feeling forced to be vegetarian, rather do it voluntarily. It's for their own good, because they will be awakening their own great, compassionate, loving self-nature. And then their level of consciousness will rise up automatically, and they will understand more than they ever did. And they'll be closer to heaven than what they are right now.
Thank you, Master.
It's not only the water rising that we worry about, is the gas, the hydrogen sulfide and the methane and all kind of gas in the ocean. And also it will melt more ice if the methane coming out from the permafrost, etc., etc. And from the ocean as well, and from all the livestock, animals raising, and they keep adding together, and it will stay in the atmosphere for a long time. And once the planet is destroyed, it will look like Mars. It will be like Mars. It's uninhabitable, and it takes millions of years, sometimes hundreds of millions of years, until any planet recover, if it recover at all. Yes, if there is a purpose to recover at all. Even if there are inhabitants, it would be very difficult to live on such a planet or to wait for it to recover. Now, according to your question, you think that if we have more time, then there will be less disaster. There will be maybe less, yes, or the less intense, but that will still be, because the bad karma, the bad retribution has not completely erased yet, and people continue to make more. So we have to change it. The quicker we change, the better. And then we can halt the climate change, and we can restore the planet very quickly, in no time. But if we don't, then the planet will also be destroyed quickly and in no time. And we don't even have that much time to allow to continue to change. We have to change fast. We cannot just say, okay, today I get another month, and next year I have another month, and next year I have another month, and it will continue forever. It's not like that. Maybe the world is not completely destroyed yet quickly, but the disasters still continue. It's just not the end of the world. It's just that it's not the point of no return yet. That's all there is. At the point of no return, that will be rolling downhill then. Yeah? No change can be taken place anymore. Nothing can help anymore at that time. And there may be nobody survive, or maybe very little, a handful of people survive because of their spiritual merit. But then it will be also difficult for them to continue in this kind of condition. And there have to be a different kind of lifestyle. I don't wish to have to teach you this. There's no need to talk about this right now because we still have time. Okay? Let's hope we will change the course of the disaster. I really am hopeful. I'm feeling positive about it. I feel positive that people will change. Not only in Australia that we will avoid disaster, but everywhere in the world. That's what I'm positive about. I feel people will change. I feel people will change. The majority of people will change. And I only need 2/3 of the population of the planet that change. Then we can save the world and repair the planet. And the vegetarian people will live happily on the world with full of abundance, loving and kind.
What secrets or mysteries or technologies have yet to be revealed that will help save our planet? Thank you, Master.
Yes, there's one secret, the vegetarian diet. Very simple secret.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah. In the vegetarian diet, it contains many things. Yes, it's very simple solution, but it contains most of the principal goodness in life, I tell you. it contains all the 5 precepts in there. The first precept, thou shalt not kill. You see, if we are vegetarian, we don't even kill indirectly. Nobody would kill for us. Okay, that's the first. The second is, thou shalt not tell lie, not tell the truth. Yes, if you are vegetarian, you are true to yourself and true to the law of the universe. Like, we don't take other life to sustain our life. It is already reluctantly that we have to eat vegetarian diet to survive. But the trees, the plant will grow more. After, if we cut one branch, most of them will grow another 2-3 branches. So at least we do not destroy life as thus. Yes? So that's the second. The third, you shall not steal, By being a vegetarian, we also keep that precept as well automatically, because we don't steal another life. That is the worst thing to steal. No? And we do not steal the extra food that could be used to feed millions, 800 plus millions of hungry people because of the meat diet. So that is the greatest stealing. Not only we steal the animal's life, we steal the lives of our brothers and sisters around the world who could not afford food because the food has been all fed to the animals. And they have to sell even their food to feed the animals to the richer countries. So therefore, the food price is expensive and even non-existent for them. The food will be all gone to feed animals elsewhere and not distributed to them in their time of need. So that is another stealing. So for that, even to keep a vegetarian diet, we keep many precepts as well. And another precept is committing adultery. If you eat meat, maybe you also became less of the human quality and more of some of the animal's instinct. And then it's difficult for you to even control your sexual appetite. Yes? And then maybe you could even commit adultery or sexual misconduct due to the animal's influence of meat. It's not just the meat, it's not just the animal's instinct, it is the hormones, the antibiotic, and all kind of harmful substance that went into the meat before they're killed. And after they're killed, even all the preservatives and all the deadly bacteria that is inhabit in that piece of meat and all kind of thing that drives your hormone even more crazy. And it's easier for you to be unloyal to your partner, you see, or to commit even some sexual offense. All these terrible chemical and drugs go into the meat and then go into their body, drive them crazy. And for the average guy, it is already a miracle that he can even sustain himself and keep himself sane in this chaotic world.
Yes.
Yes. So now, meat diet even can cause you trouble in your relationship, in your adultery precept. And the last one is intoxicant. Even meat make you addictive. It's another kind of drug, another kind of addictive. And they also put all kind of things in there, make you addicted as well. So just to be vegetarian, you keep the whole 5 precepts. Because people eat meat, they also cannot digest very well. So they need wine, alcohol to get more appetite and to digest easily. And then wine, alcohol, also intoxicants, and then lead them to another kind of unlawful act, like drunken driving, or brawling with other people in the bar and on the street, and degrading their dignity, all kind of things, or fighting, quarreling with family members, beating wife and kids. Most of the domestic abuse came from alcohol and drug. You see, so meat can even let people into another kind of intoxicants, doubling its effect and drive the man or the woman crazy and make them do a lot of things that they will regret for the rest of their life. So if just keep a vegetarian diet, you keep all the precepts. That's why I told you the only mystery is vegetarian diet. Huh?
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
The only cure is vegetarian diet, the only secret, okay? Then we save the whole world and we will live in heaven hereafter.
Thank you, Master.
You're welcome, my love.
We would like to invite Master to share some more of your words of wisdom and advice for us and the world.
You see, the best advice, honey, is from examples. Yes? I think we have plenty of wisdom from Mars, yeah, from Martians, from what happened to them and what we discover telepathically, yes, as well as scientifically. Yes, they have discovered that Mars is all barren and uninhabitable. But they also discovered that long ago there was water there. Water means life supporting. So what have happened to all these bodies of waters? You see? That is a very, very important question for us. So from Mars we can learn to prevent, such disaster, that it might not ever happen to our planet. So my advice is just look to Mars and don't forget. Don't forget that we have a very beautiful home here for us and for our children. And for grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, it's a beautiful place, physically speaking. And it has all conditions to sustain life. And it offers so much, so much. So much fun, so much beauty, so much love. And even though it's a temporary home, but it's a very good home for practicing spiritually, for rekindle our wisdom within, and for practicing to be, a higher, nobler being. So it's a nice place to sojourn for as long as our time permits, at least to develop spiritually. Or if not, just enjoy it. Just enjoy the scenery, enjoy what we have here. We have exquisite flowers, yes. We have exotic birds. We have incredible animals. We have amazing trees, mountains, and great bodies of water, which sustain so much life and energies and nourishing all beings. It's such a beautiful place. You would just walk out everywhere and look at the trees. Imagine one day they're all gone. And smell the flowers quick before maybe they be gone soon. Touch the grass because maybe they'll be also gone soon. Imagine if all this beautiful scenery, vegetation, humans, animals, imagine if they're all gone. How would you feel? So we have to protect this beautiful place we call Earth, because this is the home of not just us, but many other species and the environment. Beautiful flora and fauna. It's really an incredible place. It took trillions of years to manifest such a planet. And it takes many, many meritorious, virtuous deeds of human beings, animals, other beings alike, in order to garnish into this energy, in order to manifest such kind of planet like this. It's not a gift that you can buy and offer it to someone. It's not a toy that we can use it and discard tomorrow. It's not an item that if we have trillions of dollars, we can buy it. However much money we have, we cannot buy this planet. It's so exquisite, it's so special, so unique, so beautiful. Not every planet are as beautiful as our planet, even though we have more beautiful planets. But not all of them are as beautiful as our planet. So beautiful, like some planets are not as beautiful. The peopled planets, not all are as beautiful as this. I wish I can make everybody understand what I'm talking about. I wish I can wake them all up and we just turn around and that's it. We can save the planet. All we do is just be vegetarian. Nothing else is really important anymore. Just being vegetarian, you can save the planet overnight, just like that. And I wish everybody really listen. Okay, guys, thanks for your time and thanks for all you are doing. I want everybody to know that we still can save the planet. We still can. We still have some time, but we have to turn around quick, you know? If we just turn around, then it's become constructive again, positive again. Very simple. If we don't head north, then we go in south, you know? Turn around and we go north if that's where we want to go. I'm sorry I have no more bigger words or, you know, impressive words or incredible sentences to conclude our meeting or that I could impress people of the planet or convince them in any way. But I just hope they feel what I say is the truth and sincere. And I truly wish them to continue to have the planet and to save the planet for the future generations. Thank you, all of you.
शान्तिप्रिय दर्शकवृन्द, बिट्विन मास्टर एन्ड डिसाइपले पूर्ण शाकाहार जलवायु परिवर्तन रोकेयाना पृथ्वीयात स्वर्ग देकेगु परम गुरु जिंहाइयागु व्याख्या पाखे लिकिया तगु भाग न्यागु या न्यागुगु भाग शीर्षक दुगु थौयागु कार्यक्रमে छिकपिङगु साथ या लागि धन्यवाद। थप सकारात्मक कार्यक्रम या लागि सुप्रिम मास्टर टेलिभिजन सोया चोना दिशा ठोया लिपा प्रसारण जी मोही जमियागु मोजी या सफु पाखे सफु न्यागु आक्रमक लफु या त तिरस्कार भाग निगु या नापागु भाग वर्ड्स अफ विजडम में परमात्मा छिकपिङगु नि या त ईश्वरीय प्रेम व स्वर्ग यागु जन अनुग्रहित याएमा May Providence grace your day with divine love and heavenly light. थप जानकारी यो लागि कृपया सोया दिशा suprememastertv.com/BMD